Good morning and welcome to the Stitchery Podcast Row 5. You can find me on Ravelry at Stitchery Podcast, or you can find me now on Instagram, Stitchery 101. This morning it is a very dreary day and hot and humid here in Mars, Pennsylvania, north of Pittsburgh. And so I'm going to jump right into finished objects. I have some finished objects that I want to show you, and I'm wearing one. This is my Linus shawl. I had shown to you on previous rows, and finally able to get it done. So I'm going to take it off and show it to you here. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. And definitely warm. And here is the Linus shawl. And I've gone into detail about the yarns, Frolicking Feet yarns, the Rose Chateau color ways, and then it ends on that. Very pleased with it. Happy to have this done, and looking forward to working on a little bit more on my mini madness that I'm working on as well. So that's one finished object. The other are my SOS socks. Yes, yay, I did complete them. Super excited about that. On my last row I talked about wanting to, once these were complete, starting another pair of socks. I talked about future knitting, and in my whip section I will show you the other pair of socks that I started. So very excited about these, to have these done as an FO. And then I have another FO, but it's a crochet, so I'll show that to you in the crochet segment. But those are my two finished objects. I have been feverishly working on my, I think it's called MiniSkin Sampler, or yeah, MiniSkin Sampler scarf. I've been working on that, and last row I showed each color individually and their names. It was hedgehog fibers. I will not go into everything today. Today's row is actually going to be a little bit shorter than normal. Don't have a whole lot to show, but I wanted to get another podcast in. It has been 3 weeks, so I definitely wanted to get another podcast in, and definitely I wanted to show you the FOs, so that was the main thing. Here is the scarf that I'm making. There's the beginning. To me it looked like a rainbow, which I will wear proudly as God's reminder to us, His promise. And there. So right now it's quite long. I have 3 more colors to put on, so it's going to have 8 segments. Each segment is divided with a eyelet row, which I think is really pretty. It just gives it a little bit of a definition. So that is, you can't see it very well on that one. Let's try this one. Yeah. So I'm really excited about that. Pretty close to getting done. Here are the other 3 colors. The green, and then the other will represent the blue and purplish colors. I happened to be buying those one day, well, a couple days. I bought them a couple different days at our local yarn store, not really thinking about what I was going to be making with them, and it wound up that when I was looking at them, they all kind of remind me of a rainbow. So I thought, how cool is this? Just kind of put them in that in that order. And I am using my Collage Square US 3 needles, which I love. My hands shake, so I apologize, but I love working with these, so this has been a joy to do. Looking forward to it being done. I'm always looking forward to having finished objects, so that's good. And I'm also working on my Mini Madness, which I showed last time. Gotten a little further than where I was. So and I love this. This will go quick. I'm not following it to a T. Like I said last time, the first one I made, I followed it except the very end. I did a little bit of a difference with the border. This one I want to kind of do as I want to do with the eyelets. Put them where I want to put them. As long as I'm ending with an odd number, I can do that. So just kind of whatever I feel like doing, I do. And it's nice. I love this yarn. It's Rowan Fine Arts, which I've shown a couple times. These colors are beautiful to me. I love them. This will go with anything I want to wear. So I'm really excited about that. And then my Chaogu needles, lace. Size is fours. Size US fours. So that's that. And also last row I mentioned my future knitting, and I actually have started a couple of them. I did say when I finished the socks that I wanted to start more, and I have done that. I am doing a pattern called Kissing Cousins. Found it on Ravelry. It is paid for pattern. I believe at this time, it was then. I'm using my Addy Turbo Rockets. Trying to see what size this is. 0.5. So that's that. And here's the yarn. I showed this. I bought this yarn because I wanted to have something that I could play around with and not lose a lot of money if things didn't turn out very well. And actually this yarn feels okay. It's a little rough, but has nylon in it. And so it's called Serenity. It's Serenity Deborah Norville, and it's sock weight. Should be self-striping, and here is what I've gotten so far. It's like a little sock mustache. That's the one side. I think it's pretty. I don't know if it's going to be self-striping to where it looks even stripes, because like you're seeing the white and then blue and just kind of the way it's coming out now. I'm not too sure if it's actually going to be striping, or if it is, if it's going to be doing it correctly. I'm not worried about it. It's okay. I'm still practicing because I'm still learning. This pattern is similar to the SOS with an afterthought kind of heel, because you're putting in waste yarn, pulling it out later, and adding in your heels. So that will be exciting to see how they do theirs, and if I like it, how it goes. And I'm very excited about that. This is going to be for one of my daughters. They've shown a little interest in wanting a few things, so I'm going to do that. And then this also I started for my daughter. I talked about before. She showed interest in wanting an infinity scarf, and I pulled out one on Ravelry, and she liked it. It's called Blue's Infinity Scarf. So I did start that. Here's a picture of what it will look like, or should look like. Okay, and here's where I am so far. And there's the bottom. Do a mattress stitch when you're putting it together. Now, you're probably going to see some mistakes. There's one right here. I think there's one right up in here. Close, somewhere closer. When I'm working on these needles, everything's bunched. And obviously I didn't catch these till not too long ago. So, question is, do I want to take all the way back, fix it, and go back up? Or do I not worry about it, finish it, connect it with the mattress stitch, put it on, let it be all scrunchy, and nobody will probably ever see it when she's wearing it. I see it though. Does it bother me? Oh, yes, it does. It always does. Does it bother me enough to take it back? I don't know. I think I'm going to ask her thoughts on it. She probably won't care. But here's the back side of it. I like it. I think it's really pretty. It's super easy. It's quick. It's chunky yarn. Bernat, soft, chunky. And so it goes real quick. This shouldn't take me very long at all to do. Just got to decide whether or not I'm going to take back or not. So I'll let you know the next time what's decided on that. I'm going to go ahead and talk about crochet now. Haven't done that since I believe the first row. Haven't done a whole lot of crocheting because I'm trying to learn as much as I can with knitting, and I'm pretty obsessed with knitting right now. I've crocheted for many years and absolutely love it. It's my first love. Never let it go. But I've stepped aside from it for a little while because I'm trying to learn what I can with knitting and pick up as much knowledge on that. And but I wanted to do some things, and I talked about charity knitting and doing a project for the Meals on Wheels, making some placemats. I've done it before. I want to do it again. It does hold a place in my heart. Parents receive these Meals on Wheels, and it's an important charity, very important for our community. And I thought, how nice would it be to have a little placemat to go with their meals, give them a nice thing to have when they're sitting there eating. So here is the first one I had started making before. I almost thought it might be a little too big, but I measured it, and I don't have it with me right now, but I measured it with an actual placemat that I have here at home, and it's exactly the same size. So I'm good. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. The only thing I have to do is tie in my ends, sew them in, and this will be finished. This is a single, double, triple. Not really a pattern I follow. It's just something I like to do. I like the texture of it. I don't know if you can see it. Gives it a little bit of raised area and a little pleasing to the eye. So, made this one, and I'm using acrylic yarns with this. I have some yarns that I want to use up, and couldn't really decide on what project, and I thought that would be a really nice thing to do. Easy to wash. These people aren't going to want to hand wash their items, and I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to either. Not for a placemat. So that's what I'm using. And here I've started a second one. I've done the same where I cast on 50, and it seems to work okay. And I'm doing single, double, triple. Try to end with triples on the ends, so it's kind of an even look going up the sides. And this yarn does not have a ball band. I do not know exactly what it is, but I would say it's probably something very similar to the Bernat that I'm using. Feels very similar, maybe a little slightly thicker feel. Maybe it's not the soft that this one is. But anyways, so that's what I have for crochet. I have my little hook on here, stitch marker holder, stitch holder. Holds where I'm at, and I've made these. I've showed these before. I've made these, and it shows it's a little J on there, so I'm using the J size hook. These are good reminders of what size I'm using, so if I use my hook on something else, I walk away from this project for a while, or a project for a while, and I come back and I go, okay, I can look at it and know what size hook I was using. And so I like that. I made them. They were fun to do. Long time ago. Okay. I have no sewing. I showed you last time some fabric. I will be actually today going to the store and picking up some more of the drawstring cord. So once I get that, I look forward to making more project bags. I'm very new at sewing, so I want to try different things and definitely work on lining more, and continue with drawstrings. I'm not sure if I'm ready for zippers. So maybe the next time I'll have something to show a little bit more with that. So anyways, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. That's going to be it for today. Sorry that it's so short, but next time I plan on having more things done, and I do have a Cozy Memories blanket. Maybe I'll show that next time. I've added some things. I'd like to add more things, and I'll take more time with showing you the yarns and my bags and needles and everything a little bit more slowly next time. So enjoy your day. We're hoping for a nice weekend. So today is Saturday, July 15th, and halfway through July already. Unbelievable. It's going quickly, but looking forward to fall, so I can wear all my shawls and scarves and things. So, all right, God bless. You take care and have a wonderful day.